Not even close.
Recent data from BitMax Research reveals that the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust experienced a staggering $643 million in outflows on Monday, March 18th, marking its largest daily outflow to date. Following this report, Bitcoin witnessed a sharp decline from its peak of over $68,000 to a low of $62,000, marking its lowest point since March 5th. While there has been some recovery in prices in the past few hours, Bitcoin remains down by approximately 12% over the past week and 7% today. Despite these minor corrections, it's crucial to recognize that we are still in the nascent stages of what could potentially be the most significant cryptocurrency bull market in history. Several prominent crypto investors and analysts have forecasted exceptional growth due to the influx of institutional investors through spot Bitcoin ETFs. Before the approval of these ETFs, Morgan Creek Capital founder and CIO Mark Yusko predicted that at least $300 billion would flow into Bitcoin through ETFs within the next few years. According to Grant Engelbart, vice president and investment strategist at Carson Group, investors are allocating an average of 3.5% to Bitcoin ETFs, exceeding expectations. During a recent interview, Yusko shared his outlook on the 2024 crypto bull market, anticipating significant price gains for cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and even meme coins. He foresees a parabolic rise in crypto prices starting in June 2024 and lasting until June 2025, marking a pivotal turning point for the industry.
Ever feel like you're wasting your money on things that don't really matter? Stop. You don't have time. Don't miss out on this 2025 bull run. Educate yourself now. Don't spend $12.50 on junk. Educate yourself on how to be successful in crypto using our crypto cheat guide. Unlock the secrets of crypto and make smarter investments today. Visit the website now on the link in the description for your exclusive copy. Start your journey to crypto success today.
Please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to drop your comment and observations in the comment section below. Thanks and enjoy the video.
We are deeply into crypto summer, although the fun part starts in crypto fall, which will start this June post-halving. I've been talking about this forever, literally. The whole hashtag get off zero. Zero is the wrong number. And we're starting to see that permeate everywhere. So, the early adopters, the nerds, the geeks, the wizards, all that stuff, that happened kind of from, 09, 10, 11, 12, 13 into 17, 18, 19. And that first decade is tough for people to really kind of catch on. But now we have these ETFs, which make it possible to buy without going through all the hassle of having a device and deal with the bearer assets. And it's such a big deal. And I don't think people really appreciate how big. I mean, it's pretty amazing. You go back a year, and a year's not that long, right? But a year ago, we were sitting just around 20K. We had rebounded 33% off the Hurricane Sam bottom of 15K, back when, everyone was like, oh, it's going to zero. Like, zero is a really big difference from $15,000 per coin. Now, it was zero in 2009. I mean, literally zero. There was no value in the network. It was a science experiment. People didn't really know what to think. Was this really anything? Today, if you spent any time with Bitcoin, you understand that it is the future of money, right? And by money, I mean the base layer of money equivalent to gold. Beyond that, Michael Saylor's been on TV lately talking about how it's digital property. Even calling it a cryptocurrency is undervaluing what this means. And as more and more people realize that, we went from 20,000 a year ago to over 70,000 today per coin, and a market cap well in excess of $1 trillion. So again, from zero 15 years ago to over $1 trillion. And here are two things for advisors that are really, really important. Actually, three things. One, it is Bitcoin, the best performing asset of any asset that you have in your client portfolios, 12 of the last 15 years. and it's on pace to be, 13 out of
Good.
16 because it's winning this year. Okay, so why do most people have zero? Doesn't make any sense. Second thing, the Sharpe ratio, meaning the return per unit of risk, is the best over the past decade of any asset, and it's not close. So again, how could anyone have zero? Doesn't make any sense. And then the last is, and it really underpins that the second, the correlation of Bitcoin to bonds is 0.0, and the correlation to stocks is 0.15. So it's the best diversifying asset. If you look at the Markowitz framework for building portfolios, it's the best diversifying asset we've ever had. Better than hedge funds, better than private equity, better than real estate, better than REITs, better than commodities, better than CTAs, better than cannabis, better than anything. And that doesn't mean those other things aren't good. This is just better. So the light bulb's gone on that everybody has to get in the pool.
Despite the sell-off in GBTC and subsequent price declines, Binance CEO Richard Tang has revised his earlier estimate for Bitcoin's price in 2024, now expecting it to surpass $80,000. Speaking at an event in Bangkok, Tang highlighted the significant inflows into spot Bitcoin ETFs since their approval in January. He predicts that more endowments and family offices will soon increase their allocations to these funds. Tang attributes this anticipated price surge to the combination of reduced supply post-halving and increased demand from the ETFs. He believes these factors will easily propel Bitcoin's price beyond his previous estimate. However, Tang cautioned that the crypto rally won't follow a linear path, acknowledging that market volatility can be beneficial. Like Mark Yusko, Tang views the current phase as just the beginning of the bull market, expecting further intensification in the coming period.
So in the beginning, every 10 minutes, they would create a block. And in order to create a block, you have to have miners, which are basically just computers, to cryptographically secure that data, create a hash. Okay. And in order to entice someone to buy computers and pay for electricity and do this, you pay them what's called a block reward. So the way Bitcoins were created is every 10 minutes, back in 2009, 50 Bitcoin were awarded to the miners. Every 4 years, that number gets cut in half. Well, if you think about that, the genius of it is if you cut the rewards in half, well, then some of the miners would go out of business. Well, the miners don't want to go out of business, so they hold their Bitcoin longer until the price rises, because that's how markets work, right?
Mm-hmm.
People say there's more buyers than sellers, or more sellers than buyers. No, there's always the exact same number of buyers and sellers. That's how a transaction works. It's the price that adjusts. If a buyer wants to really buy, like right now, every day, money's going into the Bitcoin ETFs, those ETFs have to buy. They don't have a choice. They must buy. So they are price insensitive. No matter what the price, they've got to buy it. The sellers, on the other hand, are like, I don't have to sell. So you know what? Unless you pay me more, I'm not going to sell. Now, if they need the money really fast, like say the electricity bill comes due, they're like, I just got to sell, no matter what the price, no matter if the price is falling or whatever, it doesn't really matter. So supply and demand have to balance. But if the price then starts to rise, well, what happens? Well, that causes attention and that causes activity. And so we get these cycles where the price starts to go up. And the problem with the price going up of anything, whether it's NVIDIA shares or MicroStrategy or Bitcoin, the gamblers start to come in. They're like, oh, look how high this is going. I'm just going to buy it. Did you do any work? Well, no, it's just going up. I'm going to buy it. And so it pushes the price to crazy town. So that was 2017 at 20,000. The fair value of the network was 10,000. We got to 20,000. In 21, the fair value of the network was 31,000, and we got to 68. Well, eventually, the kid says, hey, that guy's not wearing any clothes, right? The emperor has no clothes. And the price will adjust, and that's crypto winter. So we went through crypto winter in 21, and we went all the way down, right? All the way down to 15,000. way below the fair value because the fair value had started to creep up into the 40s. So we were way below fair value. Well, then what happens? Well, when any asset, again, whether it's a cannabis stock or a bond, it doesn't matter. If the price is below the fair value, because that's one of the things about price. Price does not equal value. In fact, John Burbank, one of my good buddies in the hedge fund, said price is a liar. Right? Price has nothing to do with value. Price is just what two people agree to exchange a small amount of good or service. Mm-hmm. The value is what the value of the asset is. Mm-hmm. So when the price was 15 and the fair value was in the 40s, I'm waving it in. Like,
come on in, yeah.
So I'm going to buy it. So that was a year ago. And for the last year, we went from crypto winter in 21 into crypto spring, right? Mm-hmm. Which is where the price kind of stabilizes. Then crypto summer, which we're in today, right? So from June of 23 to June of 24 is crypto summer. And crypto summer is where you start to get back to fair value. So fair value today is in the low 50s. Well, we got there right before the ETF launch. And now we've exploded up to 70. It's like, what's going on? Supply and demand.
Meanwhile, MicroStrategy has made another significant acquisition of over 9,000 Bitcoin, as revealed in a Tuesday announcement by Michael Saylor, the firm's founder and executive chairman. Saylor disclosed that MicroStrategy purchased an additional 9,245 Bitcoin for approximately $623 million, utilizing proceeds from convertible notes and surplus cash. This acquisition, at an average price of $67,341 per Bitcoin as of March 18, 2024, brings MicroStrategy's total Bitcoin holdings to 24,246, acquired for approximately $7.53 billion at an average price of $35,100 per coin. With this latest purchase, MicroStrategy now holds over 1% of Bitcoin's 21 million maximum supply, a significant achievement for Saylor and the Bitcoin-focused software company. In other news, Standard Chartered has raised its price predictions for Bitcoin due to record trading volumes and notable inflows into spot Bitcoin ETFs. The bank now anticipates Bitcoin to reach a new all-time high of $150,000 in 2024 and $250,000 in 2025, according to Jeff Kendrick, the head of crypto research at Standard Chartered. Kendrick arrived at these projections by analyzing Bitcoin's performance in comparison to gold after the approval of gold ETFs, suggesting a potential overshoot to $250,000 in 2025 if certain conditions are met. Your thoughts on Mark Yusko's outlook and MicroStrategy's recent Bitcoin acquisition would be appreciated. For more Daily Dose Crypto news, check out these two awesome videos on your screen. Click now and we will see you on the next video.